I'm rewatching Semi-Homemade with Sandra Lee on Tubi, and I watched the very first episode of the very first season. And this episode, it is culturally insensitive and absolute nightmare fuel for HR. In other words, it's classic Sandra Lee.
Today's theme, an open house Buddha bar for you and all your friends.
What is open house Buddha bar? Just be honest with us. You found this statue at Pier 1 Imports and you designed a whole ass cocktail party just to show this damn thing off to your all-white friend group.
I'm going to teach you how to decorate with just sari fabric, which you can get at any Indian shop.
Sorry? The only sorry that should be coming out of this woman's mouth is an apology to all the ethnic groups she's about to offend and appropriate for the next 15 seasons of her show. I love that we get to see her roll up in her 98 Honda Civic and she shows us how to grocery shop in the store. Love that she covers the basics here. The best part is when she's done shopping, she leaves and speeds through the parking lot. Girl, where are you going? That's how you speed off from the cops when you don't want to get another DUI. She first shows us how to make a black bean quesadilla, which to me is insane. It's like showing people how to make a sandwich. Like, just get 2 pieces of bread and slap whatever you want inside of it. Same thing with a tortilla. But leave it to Aunt Sandy to overcomplicate one of the easiest things to make by using an oven sheet covered with foil and cooking spray, because she really does not want to clean up anything after this. And I don't blame her. She'd probably be too drunk to clean up anyways. As she's making her Rachel Ray quesadilla, she shares the following anecdote.
You know, I have very fond memories of black bean quesadillas because my girlfriends made them for my wedding shower. They were one of the appetizers.
I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this, Aunt Sandy, but your friends hate you. They are trolling you. Who makes quesadillas with canned beans and paste picante for a wedding shower? She then makes her first of 2 cocktails, starting with a sassy sangria. The early 2000s were wild times for microaggressions. She makes her cocktail just in time to pull the quesadilla out of the oven. And now she's gonna make some guacamole to go with her quesadilla, but you gotta check out the way she makes guacamole.
Now, I want to make a fast guacamole. I just use store-bought guacamole.
Okay, but what she proceeds to do to this guacamole is absolutely vile.
And about 2 tablespoons of sour cream with this. Just 2 tablespoons. You can eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect.
No!
This just really takes a store-bought guacamole and makes it taste as good as it possibly
No,
can.
it doesn't! Oh, she's licking her cocktail
Perfect.
strainer.
No.
And that's how she finishes making her one singular quesadilla, which who makes just one quesadilla for multiple people? Me personally, I'm gonna eat at least 3. She moves on to her next dish, which I'm gonna have her say the name of it because I don't feel comfortable in the year 2024 saying this.
Oriental pork wrappers and...
Offensive name aside, this is the most reasonable, normal recipe in this episode. Essentially, she made pot stickers and called them something else. Okay. Sandra Lee's alcoholism was on full display in this episode when she made her second cocktail, a white wine cooler. She finishes by showing us how to make sesame drumettes, which is also another seemingly normal recipe. Normal for Sandra Lee, that is. My only issue is how she washes the chicken under just tap water and doesn't fully dry them before putting them in the marinade. Now buckle up for this one because the tablescape is more diverse than a McDonald's commercial. And I mean that in the most offensive way possible.
So I want to have a quick drink and relax.
Oh, I'm sure you need to relax after going through all the hard work of making store-bought guacamole.
We have our sesame chicken drumettes.
With
We
one
have
set
our
of chopsticks.
Oriental pork wrappers and, of course, our black bean quesadillas. A great cheese
Because that goes
platter.
with Chinese
My
food.
Buddha, she's faux, fantastic.
Did she just misgender
Just
Buddha?
remember the music. Think
What about the
something
music?
exotic, something fun, something hip and snazzy. And I always want you to remember, keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it fun, and keep it semi-homemade.
Keep it simple, keep it easy, said the woman who told you to go buy 4 yards of sorry material from the Indian shop and throw it over your couch? How is this keeping it simple? It's cocktail
I'm going to put in here
Alcohol.
some brandy,
Okay.
just to get the party started.
Let's make sure it keeps
Then
going.
some orange liqueur.
And Sandy is an instigator.
Always generous with the alcohol.
That's your
First thing I
thing.
do when I have guests come over, literally hand them a glass of champagne or
Even to
some
brace her?
sangria. Woo! Glad that didn't spray all over the kitchen. I don't have time to clean this up. And there's no
time or you're too
semi-homemade way to
drunk.
clean things up. Well, actually there is. Honey.
I rag on Aunt Sandy, but she
Now, we're
is
going to
funny.
finish this with a bottle of wine, some Chianti. This is a great way to use up wine that's been sitting maybe on the counter or on the tabletop for a couple days that you open just for a glass a couple nights before.
You're not even going to use a
Requires
Spanish
almost
wine?
a whole bottle or a little less.
Chianti?
Put that all in here.
Hannibal
And then
Lecter's
we're gonna
wine?
garnish this with fruit. And I love to put fruit in drinks.
Oh, we know.
The fruit absorbs the liquor and the flavor, and it also becomes a nice little something to eat while
And
you're
that's
sitting
the only
around
way you get your
chatting.
vitamin C, isn't it?
In
By
fact, you know what?
eating fruit
These are
soaked in
my
alcohol.
favorite. You just can't have too many berries in sangria.
That's Aunt Sandy's
And then
version
some
of a fruit
apples and
salad
some
there.
limes. But I want you to remember that anything that's in season, that's fresh and in season, is what you want to use in your sangria. And we want to just top this off with a little bit of citrus. You always have to have citrus in your sangria. And then put this in the refrigerator for just about an hour to chill. It'll be perfect for when the guests come.
Okay. Go to part 2 for the white wine cooler.
The white wine coolers. They are going to begin with just some canned or jarred peaches.
There it is.
With the juice.
There it is.
Put that into your pitcher. A quarter cup of sugar.
Sugar!
And we're going to put a half a cup of liqueur and a half a cup of orange juice.
liqueur? She's measuring? That's not half a cup. That's a whole cup.
If you put in a little more, it's always okay. You know, I think that.
Yeah.
Just add some potting.
Jesus. She's an
Then
enabler.
finally, we're going to add our Riesling. And this
Riesling?
is just a very sweet wine. We're going to put the whole bottle
A
in
very
here.
sweet wine indeed, with canned peaches and
then
sugar
some chopped
and
up
orange juice, which
oranges.
has sugar.
Make little slices.
Is this a white
Put
wine
those
cooler or a
right
white
into
blood cell
your
cooler?
white wine cooler.
This is diabetes in a
Stir
pitcher.
this up. Give it a good stir so all that sugar dissolves. And then
The sugar is
hopefully,
unnecessary,
you'll
and
have some
Sandy.
festive cups that you can use. These are perfect.
Those
for
are
garnish
festive?
seasoning. I want to garnish this with
It's
just
a
an
plain
orange
ass
slice.
copper cup
Make a nice
for a
little
mule, maybe.
cut in the orange. It's on the side of my glass.
I'm surprised she's actually putting
Perfect.
the
There we
garnish
go.
on the cup as a proper garnish. Just let it fall. Are you holding? Just let it fall. Don't use.
And that is a
Don't
white
use your
wine
fingers.
cooler.